Welcome to Commodore Countdown. I'm Alexa Galloway, along here with Varun Raghupathi. We are right outside center field here at McKeon Park, where the Falmouth Commodores are going to be facing the Hyannis Harborhawks. Before we start talking about that, though, Varun, let's go back to the All-Star game. 9 Falmouth All-Stars. What did you see from them?
Terrific performances all around, Alexa. The batters were 6 for 15. That's 6 different guys. 5 of them had a hit. It's a very nerve-wracking experience when you're in the All-Star game in front of so many scouts and fans, and you only get 1, maybe 2 at bats, so very limited opportunities to show a number of Major League scouts what you can do, but all these guys took advantage. Connor Hale was 2 for 4. Jake Madsen was 1 for 4. Cameron O'Brien had a home run, lest we forget, and of course, Matt Eureste was 1 for 2 with that 2-run double, so terrific performances all around, including on the mound, which we'll talk about in a little bit, to all guys who were very deserving to be there.
Earlier today, I spoke with Matt Eureste about where he'd be taking his talents come next season.
Very good.
All right, Matt, we heard you made a pretty big decision on where you're playing baseball in the fall. Where are you going to go?
Oregon.
Oregon?
Yes,
like Sean Chase, just like Sean Chase.
With my buddy Sean.
Well, how much did playing with Sean Chase and Garrett Clevenger influence your decision to play there?
Definitely a lot. You know, they told me a bunch of good stories and told me the best about their coaching staff, so I'm excited to get to work.
Now, what are you looking forward to most about the program?
Probably just playing with some great coaches and great ball players and everything like that, and just getting the experience to go far, make it far next year in the tournament.
Now, you were a Cape League All-Star a couple days ago. Today you signed with Oregon, and it's also your birthday. How's life right now?
It's awesome. Couldn't be happier.
Well, Varun, if you could be anyone right now, who would it be?
Oh, no question. Matt Eureste, going to Oregon, Cape League All-Star. Oh, by the way, he just turned 21 today. I don't turn 21 until October, so I would like to fast forward to it and become Matt Eureste. That'd be good by me.
Now let's focus on the pitching. Tonight's starting pitcher for Falmouth is Matt Hall from Missouri State University. He told me earlier today he's really focusing on throwing strikes. Varun, what does he need to do to accomplish that?
He's got to throw the off-speed low and in the strike zone. This is a very, very small ballpark here at Hyannis' home field. So for Hall, it's not going to be about pitching to contact so much as it was at some other ballparks. It's going to be more getting that ball into the strike zone, the lower part of it. We know he can do that. He's a terrific strikeout pitcher. He has more Ks than innings pitched, and we've seen him do very well against teams like Chatham and Hyannis as well. Hall could be in for another great performance after doing very well in the All-Star game. 1 inning for him, and he struck out 2 Eastern Division All-Stars in a 1-2-3 inning. So Hall has been doing very well, just like Matt Eureste, the 2 Matts, both doing very well for Falmouth. I expect Hall to continue that here today.
Now, you mentioned this ballpark here is very unique. How is it different than Gov Fuller Field?
Well, it's much smaller. So the deepest part of the park is 394 feet away to center field, just to our left, but it's 318 down the line here in right, so you could see a lot of home runs. Jake Madsen went deep earlier, right around the area we're standing, actually, so maybe we need to get out of the way in a little bit, but you might see a lot of home runs here, which is why Hall needs to keep that ball low. And the other thing about this place is the outfield is very, very choppy. The last time Falmouth was here, lost 11-8 to the Harborhawks. 3 different errors from the Commodores, just the outfielders. Boomer White had 2, and Sam Gillikin had 1. Now, they're terrific fielders, and they have great range, but sometimes when you're playing on a field where the grass is very slopey, you need to see the ball all the way into your glove, and that needs to be the key. Matt Hall is a pitch-to-contact guy as much as he is a strikeout guy, so some of these balls are going in the outfield. If Falmouth doesn't want to give up unearned runs, needs to be able to cut off balls in the gap, see it into the glove, and then get it in the infield as quickly as possible here at McKeon Park.
Well, thank you, Varun. To get the other side of the matchup today, I spoke with the Hyannis broadcaster. I'm here with Harborhawks broadcaster Dylan Vazzano. Now, Dylan, tonight's starting pitcher for Hyannis is Marcus Brakeman from Stanford. How's he going to match up against Matt Hall?
Well, it's a great matchup, of course, between Marcus Brakeman and Matt Hall. Brakeman, he's 3rd in the league right now in strikeouts with 38, has a good fastball. His changeup is really his best pitch, devastating, a lot of downward movement. The big key with him is if he can pound the strike zone. At Stanford, he struggled with that at times, but so far on the Cape, been lights out in terms of throwing strikes.
Now, besides the pitching, what is Hyannis going to do to try to get the win tonight?
Well, this team's hot right now. They've won 4 out of the last 5. You talk to the manager, Chad Gassman, he'll tell you this team's on a heater. I think it's just continuing up with that. Beat Bourne the last 2 ball games. The offense has turned it around. They scored 15 back on Friday, then 8 more in the win on Saturday. I think if the bats can continue to swing well, should be fine tonight.
Well, what is defense going to do?
Defensively, we have been struggling at times, but we've had a little bit of a new look lineup. Dylan Boshear's now at 2nd, Haggerty at short, and John LaPriest at 3rd. That seems to be working of late.
Well, thank you, Dylan. Catch the game tonight at 6 o'clock, audio pregame at 5:45 on Ustream, so stick around and join us.